Running your own business can be lonely, finding reliable professionals difficult, and generating new business challenging, but not when you have a business network. NewGen Networking provides its members with new and exciting business opportunities, with the chance to build lasting relationships with vetted businesses who can act as your sales team and solve the issue of who to turn to in your hour of need. With a range of flexible and affordable solutions, NewGen apply tried and tested principles in a modern way to suit today's world. To find the right option for your business, visit newgen-networking.com or call 03333 600 680. NewGen Networking. New business, new contacts, a new generation of networking. You're listening to the NewGen podcast exclusively on the Pod Station. Here is an interview with one of our members from the Einstein Hub.
Welcome, Mr. Pollard. Vibes. He's laughing already.
I'm good.
I'll be honest, Mark. This interview for everyone else. I've been a little bit nervous tonight, and a bit more than I usually do, because you are the Mr. Podcaster. To be fair, aren't you?
I haven't pre-done the questions either. This is like a lucky dip.
Off the top of my head, this as well, isn't it? You are the man behind the NewGen podcast. That's all I can say. In fact, you are responsible for the fantastic NewGen website and all of our social media posts, which are very much appreciated. You've got to go easy on me, okay, Freddie, as an amateur.
If you keep saying nice things, I'll go as easy on you as you want.
Right, so let's go. So it's fair to say, Mark, I've known you for a number of years, and you mentioned just before in your 60 seconds, you touched on a few things that you've done in the past and currently doing. You've got a couple of business and stuff. So can you give us all a little bit of background of what we could say has brought the boy from the cobble streets of Yorkshire where you are today, the marketing guru?
Cobbled streets. I came over to Merseyside as a student at university. Somehow managed to get some work experience. Somehow managed to persuade them to hire me as a lawyer. Did my training contract there. Started working there. Decided to set up my own law firm there. Then realised that law was no fun at all. So got rid of that, and I'm now doing what I'm doing.
So just having a look at what you are doing now. I know there are a few things. What are the main sort of things that you can give to a client?
Well, Funky Vibes is a marketing agency, so we do a whole plethora of stuff, and we work collaboratively with lots of other businesses as well, which is actually something that I quite like about what we do now. So we'll start with, we always recommend people have got a marketing plan so that they can analyse what they're trying to do, what they're trying to achieve, and then how they're going to achieve it within the realms of their budget. We can then help make them look all sexy with the design aspect of it, and that's from creating logos or adverts. We can design the pretty adverts, design the social media posts, or the stuff that goes on the side of your vans, and then we give it to people like Mark at Utopia, who will print them or apply them or put them into cinemas, and then people go, well, we want a bit more promotion and exposure, so we then go to people like Helen Collins at Louvre and say, look, they need to develop some more leads from making the website, which we've built, more visible. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell.
So do you tend to work with, it's not just a one-off with the client then, you tend to get involved and sort of stay involved? Do you offer an ongoing sort of package and service as such? Yeah,
we could do one-off jobs, but ironically, people who do one-off jobs are probably paying more money than those who work with us on a more long-term basis. Because what we do is we help people create brand identities. So the colours, the style, the fonts, the whole ethos of the company, the characteristics of the owners is something you become familiar with over the course of time. And so when they say, oh, can you create this or can you do that, it's a lot easier for us to be able to do it because we've already got that background information. Whereas when you come as a one-off job, I've got to learn and understand and get hold of everything in order to do that. So we have a number of retainer clients, and in terms of like value for money, I'd probably say they get more value for money, because if they say, can you create this social media graphic, it'll take me probably half the time it would do if someone came on a one-off job, because I've already got all the background stuff, and as a result of which their budget goes further, because instead of me spending an hour of their time, I'm spending 30 minutes of their time, which frees up another 30 minutes for them to spend on something else instead.
And is it fairly easy to track how successful marketing is?
Yeah, there's loads. I mean, Helen will be testament to this. Just the website stuff from an SEO perspective, with things like Google Analytics. There's all the analytics and all the social media platforms. There's some stuff which is more spurious in terms of being able to track. So business cards, now Mark will be able to testify to this fact that no one will have ever been able to track probably how many jobs you've got from giving someone a business card, but you can guarantee that someone will have called you up and used your service because you've given them a business card at some point. So there are still those less tangible things that you can measure, but most other stuff, there's loads of ways in which you can actually go, right, I've spent X, we've done this, and this is how much we've had back from it. It's not the good old days of sticking your finger in the air and hoping the wind blows in the right direction.
Okay, so I think I know what you're going to say to this, but what
no.
do you say to people?
If you're asking me to borrow money, the answer's no.
You can tell where you're from, can't you? You really can tell. What do you say to people if they say, well, it doesn't really matter? I mean, how important is a branding and image?
Oh, blimey, we've only got 10 minutes, so I don't really know where I can...
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to say stand on my soapbox and get off on this one. So I was given an analogy that the marketing's like the clothing on a person. If you turned up to a networking event wearing Bermuda shorts and a t-shirt, but you are an accountant, chances of you getting work are pretty slim, because people look at you and go, you dress like a Wally, why on earth would I give you my accounts and my books to do, because I have no reassurances that you're any good at what you do. And marketing's it's the same pretense. So you have colour psychology, shape psychology, the primal instincts of our brain still makes a instant first impression on somebody, because we've still got that, are you going to eat me, or are you going to be my friend? And so if you have a naff business card, or your logo looks rubbish, or your website's dated, people will look at that and instantly go, well, if they're cutting a corner there, where else might they cut a corner? Am I going to pay them a fortune and find out that actually they can't do the job properly? And that's the importance of it all.
And in less than 10 minutes. Well said. Well done.
Thank you.
No, we've got just before we sort of ask any questions of the audience, drone pilot. Tell us about that.
Well, I was a lawyer at the time, and we were walking the dogs, and we spotted someone flying a drone, and over the course of that dog walk, we bought one, and then I promised I was going to get a license for it for ages, and eventually did. So Squadron Media does drone, commercially licensed drone work, and that can be anything from film and photography, estate agency. So if you've got a nice house or a beautiful view or large plots of land, you can showcase those. Commercial stuff. So we've done some great commercial works where we've shown the size of the factory, or we've shown the production lines. Hospitality, tourism. If you want to show off your golf course or your hotel or your sports facilities, there's no better way of being able to do it than showing it from a bird's eye view. And there's loads of clever stuff you can do with it as well. So Squadron Media, if that sounds of interest, people get in touch.
Brilliant. Very good. So we said you had lots going on, so you just proved it, I think. Has anyone got any questions? Anyone like to ask anything for our audience here today? Oh.
Mark?
Yes, Helen.
Can your drones fly inside buildings?
They can indeed. In fact, I did do a job with Mr. Latham where we did exactly that, didn't we? what I do is I'll do a risk assessment. 9 times out of 10 you can do it, and you can do it safely, provided there's certain things that you can do to safeguard it.
Well, thank you.
Brilliant. Anybody else? I know Mark's done quite a lot of work for a lot of people. Any little testimonials? Any feedback from anyone?
I will, John. Obviously, Mark built our website, and it's just amazing. Taking it from sort of like a one-page doing nothing into something that's got videos on it, and then really it just enhances your brand.
Yeah.
And it's what it's all about. And when people visit it, that just it sells it, and then all they got to do is click on, and we get referrals from it. So it just shows the work he does is absolutely amazing. So thanks, Mark.
Works brilliant.
I'd like to add as well, the collaborative side of things works really well, because for us, we, and Mark will know this, we get a lot of stuff sent to us that's supposed to be inverted commas print ready or marketing campaign ready, and unfortunately people live by ego and what they think they like, or what they like but what they think other people like, which doesn't match ever. So for have to work with Mark, who gives me something that's been approved, looks good, be something I'd be happy to put my name to, is actually a treat. So thank you for your professionalism.
You don't get business cards in Excel, do you, anymore?
We were talking about this, weren't we? Yeah, I've had people send me business cards in Excel and then tell me print ready. No,
we don't do that. We use Microsoft Word.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much, and thanks for all the questions. So thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
If you would like to visit one of our online or face-to-face hubs, visit newgen-networking.com and book a place. Get social at Network NewGen on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn.